Blockbuster trade alert. The Brooklyn Nets have finally acquired James Harden after months of rumors in a blockbuster deal. This one's a little bit of a confusing trade, so just bear with me here. It's a three-way deal with the Nets, the Rockets, and the Cavs. It's one of those trades where you have no idea why the other team's in it. Anyway, uh, in return for James Harden, the Rockets get Caris LeVert, Dante Exum, Radions. I butchered that first name. Kur, uh, Kirkus, I think that's how you say his last name. And they, in addition to that, they got four first round picks, including the cash 2022 first rounder from the Bucks, and four net pick swaps. And as for the Cavs, they get Jarrett Allen and Taurean Price. And this was reported by the GOAT Adrian Wojnarowski. Um, this is a big deal, Mario. I want to hear what you think.
I mean, James Harden got his wish. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. You know, it was clear that he wasn't happy in Houston. It's clear that he was dealing with some things in Houston, and now he gets to go on a Brooklyn team with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, which is something we all were expecting. We just were expecting it a lot sooner than when it happened. But I mean, first of all, congratulations to James Harden on going to the Brooklyn Nets. But one thing that catches my eye with this trade is Caris LeVert, and we were talking about how good Caris LeVert is, and we were talking about like how I believe he could become a very, very good player in this league, and I believe he's going through some injuries right now, and I wish him the best of luck. But honestly, we all know who won the Brooklyn Nets. You take a net all star to pair up with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Obviously, I can't argue with that. You know what I'm saying? That's a very, very good team. I think the Rockets can build some success around Caris LeVert, and they also got a guy named Christian Wood who they have very high hopes about. As for the Cavs get a great defender in Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen is a great center. He's a great defending center, and Taurean Prince is a very good shooter, decent player. So I mean, honestly, there's some good things that each team kind of possess there, especially that first round pick, especially that first round pick that the Houston Rockets got from the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's a very good trade for the Rockets. That's very good key pieces to them. And again I say it a lot of times. Usually when a trade happens, is I don't want to say there's a steal until I don't want to say this is like a good trade or who won the trade unless I see what these picks turn into. But let's be honest, we're never gonna find another scorer in the league like James Harden. It's just hard to replicate. It's hard to duplicate. And so with that being said, to me it looks like the Nets won. I mean, you put Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving with James Harden, you get James Harden and Kevin Durant reunited again. That's a very deadly team. And all I gotta say is the Brooklyn Nets now have become now have become a juggernaut to beat in the East. And honestly, I can't see anybody beating the Nets now.
Um, as a Celtics fan, I'm very concerned now because like you said, KD, Kyrie, whenever he decides to show up again, and now James Harden. I mean, that trio doesn't just get it doesn't get any better than that. And now that this damn Brooklyn Nets team in the East with my Celtics, bro, I'm scared now. This is a very scary team. I could see them going all the way. Damn, like you said, they won this trade. I don't know what else to say about it. It's a very
It,
confusing one, but they still won the trade overall.
Right, and I think that the Brooklyn Nets, I think they were one key piece away from becoming NBA champion favorites. And the reason why I said this was because in my opinion, I did not believe that KD and Kyrie Irving were going to be the answers to winning a ring. Not while LeBron James was out there in the West and with Anthony Davis. That's a very good team too. And so with that being said, I didn't think they were going to. Now adding James Harden, they just became my favorites to win. If they kept it at KD and Kyrie Irving, I'm telling you, they wouldn't have won a championship. I do not believe they would have won a championship. KD had a great team in Golden State that could not be replicated, and they went 7 games with the Houston Rockets with James Harden and Chris Paul. I did not believe they were going to win an NBA championship with just KD and Kyrie Irving. And obviously, they had Caris LeVert, who was a good player, but with the pieces that they had, I could definitely see them losing to the Lakers in 5 or 6 games. Now you add James Harden, now it's a whole different ballgame. Now, I the Lakers are still the team to beat. I still believe that if you won the championship the year before, you're still the team to beat, and the Lakers are still the team to beat. But let me tell you something. The one team that I think and I have a pretty good feeling that can beat them is this big three and KD, Kyrie, and James Harden. Because what we've been missing these past couple of seasons, what we missed last season, Yes, the Clippers acquired Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Yes, the Lakers have Anthony Davis. But no, but if you really look at a lot of those teams, they didn't have a big three. This is the first true big three in the NBA right now. This is probably the only true big three in the league right now, where you can look at all three players and be like, this is an all-star, this is an all-star, and this is an all-star. Let me tell you something. Not only are they all-stars, these are three superstars on one team. And let me tell you something. This is very deadly.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I'm very excited to see his team play, but except for when they play my Celtics. But with that said, go up to the actually first, congratulations to James Harden and the Brooklyn Nets, and go up to them both and see how it goes from here.